It's time for the Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages Porch.
A feature film of the life of the 40th President Ronald Reagan hits theaters across the nation. And joining us on the Coca-Cola Porch is actor Robert Peters. He plays Secret Service agent Jerry Parr in the movie Reagan, which comes out today. Robert, you are from Tulsa, Edison Eagle graduate. That's where it all got started?
Yeah, it is indeed. I grew up in Tulsa, and Edison had a great theater department. And at a very young age, when I was in junior high school, I started doing the high school plays. And then I had great teachers, Barbara Slagle and Jack Henry and Barbara Burkett, and they really inspired me to want to pursue acting. And at that time, there wasn't much going on filming-wise in Oklahoma, but that's really where it started. I used to do impersonations, and it's funny because he was just in town, Donny Osmond. I owe part of my career to Donny Osmond. I imitated Donny Osmond, and I had 8th and 9th grade girls talking to me that had never looked at me, so I thought, I think I need to be an actor.
Right, you've been in Hollywood or out in LA for a long time, and have been in a lot of movies. Ocean's 11, I think people are like, what? In the Line of Fire, which I think is a clip that I'm going to show a little bit of this video now. And the thing that's so interesting about this movie actually has kind of a little foreshadowing of the film Reagan. Yeah,
it's amazing because In the Line of Fire has been a great film for me because it was so popular, and also they used my scene. I just have one scene in it, but it's with Malkovich. He's amazing, and Clint Eastwood has always been a hero of mine. But anyway, when we shot it in Washington, D.C., and they had consultants on there, and one of the consultants was Jerry Parr, because it's about a Secret Service guy. And Jerry Parr became a pastor later in life, and the assassination attempt on Reagan changed his life and changed Reagan's life. So when I found out that I was going to get to portray him, it really was humbling. I mean, he passed away, I think, in 2015, but he was just an amazing guy and a real...
Well, and getting to play, I mean, you said like John Malkovich, in your, Dennis Quaid. I interviewed him last year when he was in town.
He's amazing.
And I mean, he looks like Reagan. He sounds like Reagan. And he said that was one of his hardest roles. He loved President Reagan, first president he ever voted for. Tell us about getting to work on this film in Oklahoma.
Well, I really, first of all, I want to say just Dennis Quaid helped me get on this film. I'd worked with him a few times before, and I've loved everything that he's said about what he hoped to bring Reagan, just the essence of who he was. And also, I've seen the film. It reminds you of what Reagan accomplished. And I was so obviously happy to hear it was shooting in Oklahoma. We shot it predominantly in Guthrie, which I'd never been to Guthrie growing up. And it's such a, it's going to be the capital one time.
Right.
And it was such a cool place to film. And that's what I've really been enjoying is all the films that I've been able to work on in Oklahoma.
Well, and that's what's so cool. I mean, we're really glad that we're embracing that, inviting people here. They don't realize what kind of a gem we have here.
Absolutely.
I'm excited about this film, though. Excited to see it. Now, if we're watching here, that's the real picture of President Reagan.
That's Jerry Parr.
Yeah, and then that's you.
That's us reenacting
that scene.
And that's in Guthrie.
Oh, that's amazing.
And they built the set. They did a great job. That's Penelope Miller, who does a phenomenal job as
Nancy Reagan.
And Dan Lauria, who you might remember from the Wonder Years, plays Kip O'Neill, and John Voight is a hero of mine as well. Mina Savari plays Jane Wyman. She's amazing.
It's a cast of characters, right?
No, the cast is phenomenal.
That's awesome.
People that Jennifer O'Neill is in it. You might remember from Summer 42 and classic films. And it's got a really interesting cast, diverse cast. Sean McNamara directed it and does an amazing job.
And people are going to get to go and see it. Look for you on the big screen. You got to come back and share more.
I would love to.
You're a fantastic guest, and unfortunately, I'm out of time. But
I understand.
Reagan's coming to town. You can watch that and look for our friend Robert in there. Also, we always love showcasing local organizations here on the porch. If you have an idea, you can send them to us at newson6.com/porch.